You're Sperp back with another video. Just got done watching Doom Patrol Season 3, Episode 7, and things are getting more and more trippier as each episode progresses. As we get a lot more information on the Sisterhood of Dada and most likely where this is going to go. It's still kind of up in the air. I don't exactly know what the end game of this season is, but it is fascinating to kind of just watch it as it goes along. So, the Sisterhood of Dada is in present day, and they're getting ready. They're setting out these like invitations. Cyborg is kind of going through this weird phase of just wanting to get rid of his tech because like he's kind of mixed on who he is deep down inside, which I gotta say, I like this version of Cyborg, but what they have him doing this season, it's not my favorite. It's not something that is really intriguing to me. It's kind of like the weaker part of the season. That's my opinion. um Cliff is in trouble with Jane because apparently Cliff sold a bunch of her stuff, and that doesn't go well with one of the personalities, so ends up teleporting in front of his daughter's house. That goes into something we'll get into all that very shortly. It's a lot of like filler for the most part because we really want to focus on Rita's character and what's going on with the Sisterhood of Dada. We get a lot more information on who Laura is as a character, what she kind of became. Her whole job at the bureau was to take in metas and classify them as either to pretty much classify them as weapons, because that's what the bureau was really doing down there, is just collecting all these metas and just using them as tools of war. It's really dark, man. It's really dark. So there's some crazy stuff going on with Jane and Kay. Kay got her bike stolen, and Jane's doing her best to just look out for Kay, but there's some weird stuff going on in the underground. Cliff has to take care of his granddaughter, but his shakes are starting to come back. That stuff that was kind of messing with him. Larry has to kind of make a decision about this thing that came out of his body. It's obviously kind of like maybe a new negative spirit or something like that, because it's obviously a larva, so it's going to probably be put in like a cocoon or something like that and hatch or something weird like that. But Larry decides to kind of leave it into the woods with some supplies and stuff like that. It was really fucked up, but I feel like Larry's gonna end up owning up to taking care of it. We're just going to wait and see. More like fillers type stuff going on. Didn't really mind it. Going back to Cyborg though, and he's getting ready to go into surgery to get all this tech removed from him, which I would assume this is the stuff that's keeping him alive, but apparently not. I'm a little like confused on that. Calls Ronnie just to kind of talk to her. And Ronnie's just like, yo, you sure you want to do that? Because, you said that you wanted to be a hero, blah, blah, blah. Um, going over to Crazy Jane now and the underground. And it seems like, I don't know what it is, what the personalities are planning, but it has nothing to do with Jane. And I feel like they just want to create this whole revolt and really do something crazy. Maybe that's something that they're going to tease going into season 4. It's going to be something bigger. We're just got to wait and see. Let me know your thoughts on what the underground and all those personalities are kind of planning. But hopping back into time, we get back to Madame Rogue, and she describes the Sisterhood of Dada as just non-violent. They're pacifists. They wouldn't hurt a fly, but she has a job to do, and it seems like she's kind of conflicted. Meanwhile, the people at the Sisterhood of Dada, all the members are kind of kind of fed up. Everybody's kind of fed up just by like just dancing. They want to actually take action. And this is where we get into present time, where, things started to get really weird. Jane and Kay aren't really seeing eye to eye. Kay is just acting out um, very much in anger. I'm wondering what that's all going to be about. But then there's this weird fog that kind of transports them into, where the Sisterhood of Dada would stay. And this is where things get really dope, where we start to get these flashbacks and flash forwards of what exactly happened between Laura and the Sisterhood of Dada, and how she pretty much flipped on them and turned all of them in. And what we learned that, Laura is really the real bad guy in all this. It wasn't the Sisterhood. It was Laura the whole time. And this is where Rita comes back. And I was kind of confused. So it's like, all right, so pretty much because Rita went back in time, she just became a part of the Sisterhood of Dada, and that's why she's there in present day. It's really crazy, but obviously it's kind of changed her personality. She's more so with the Sisterhood and less with the Doom Patrol. There's this big ass bird cage with Malcolm's face with wings. It was really weird and disturbing. And it was supposed to be Laura that opens up the cage, but things started to go left. All the Doom Patrol members, Jane, Cliff, and Larry, they get transported somewhere. We don't know where, but I'm interested to see where these last few episodes go. Let me know how you guys feel about this episode in the comments below. How are you liking the whole reveal of this Sisterhood of Dada? And just how are you feeling about this season overall? I'm enjoying it. Definitely a lot more slower moments compared to past seasons, but we'll see how this goes and how they will wrap up this story. Maybe there will be a secret villain at the end of this season. Who knows? But until next time, I will see y'all next week for the episode 8 review. I'm out. Peace.